Oh, hi there, welcome back to the channel. I hope you're having a good day so far. We're talking again about Johnny Somali and the shit that he's done. He hides behind the police, he hides himself so he won't be found. He's the type of person that would sell you out for a twig if he could get ahead of the game, but he's currently treating South Korea like shit at the moment. Korea now has a YouTube channel which has reported on what's been going on, but since finding out now that if we talk about it, then Korea will look into it a lot more and make sure that Johnny gets the correct amount of time in prison. So, you know, I'm doing my bit for this.
I'm doing my part.
I'm doing my part.
I'm doing my part.
So I thought, I'm going to help do my bit to help them put him in prison for as long as they can.
Somali, meanwhile, asked for police protection after claiming someone was stalking him in the city of Kuri.
But what they are saying is that he's going around to the police saying, protect me from the scary man, who want to have a cheeky word with him after he's been insulting everyone and making South Korea look fucking stupid, which you generally would never want to do. Some of the excuses he's been saying, oh, I'm a dumb American, etc., which I will say, yes, you're fucking stupid and all, but you know what's been going on and what you've been doing, hence this clip.
I brought the baby oil to this bitch. I brought the baby oil. I was gonna pee her ass. I was about to pee Diddy her ass. Chat GPT, don't get me wrong. I'm here to give a speech, nigga. Oil her up. There's a different one. I'm gonna put baby oil on a different one. I'll say, let me give my speech. We're here to confront an ugly, shameful truth that has been denied and ignored for far too long. I'm talking about the Korean comfort women. The thousands of women who were forced into sexual slavery by the Imperial Japanese Army during World War II. Let's not mince our words.
We all know that if he got off scot-free, then he would be doing it again, saying that Korea is shit because of X, Y, and Z, just like he said about Japan and how he mocked and insulted them. Well, Korea isn't going to be holding back, but I'm really glad that they actually won't. Now, in my previous video, I went over some of the AI stuff that he was charged with, but with news from Legal Mindset, he has mentioned that Johnny has a lot more AI stuff on him, which isn't going to look good for him whatsoever.
This fat motherfucker, this one, this is AI, but this is him and Hank kissing. But look at this. Look how he's betraying you. Look at this, look at the fat one. You see? This one. I don't know what his name is, this YouTuber. I got beef with him.
South Korea actually banned and passed a bill stating that you cannot have in your possession, create, or anything like that, any AI stuff. So all of this isn't looking good for Johnny, and I generally find it really fucking funny. Because of all of this, it's hitting mainstream news. It's going literally international with social media, with websites reporting on it. Probably at some point it will get on to actual national news in other countries. But literally, South Korea is really taking note, and that's what I generally really like. The more time that it will take to look into things and take things into consideration. But with the way that things are going now, a lot of people are talking about it, and rightfully so. I think that with more people knowing how much of a piece of shit that Johnny is, you know, he can't get away with things like this in the future, which is really good, and more people need to know. So please share this video, at least click the like button and subscribe. Now, there is a video of Johnny sitting in the back of a car. I don't know if it's a police car, if it's someone that's helping him or something, but generally he is in the back of the car. And yeah, he was told not to drink, and yet he does it, and he doesn't listen whatsoever. Let's have a look at this clip from Matosi.
Stop drinking in a cop car, man.
Well,
listen, I don't care, man. Or I'm gonna drop everything, man.
We're not drinking. We're not drinking.
Hey, please, bro.
It's not on camera.
You follow my orders. We're not helping you, okay?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Oh, lie. This is not Japan. Americans have way more freedom here.
We got so much more freedom.
Protecting us, we in the back of the police car. Come and get us.
Yo, they gonna look at these films. They're gonna be like, oh, hell no.
I said stop drinking.
What I can't imagine is that you're so disrespectful, and yet you have to be told over and over about certain things, and you're like, oh, I just don't give a shit. Just do what the guy said. But obviously Johnny just doesn't want to do what other people say because he's a hard man, isn't he? He is one person that I fucking hate. I actually generally hate. I would find this so embarrassing that with all the shit that's going on and what he's done, the fact this grown-ass piece of shit is going around and trying to land himself in jail so he can make a couple of $100 and all. Let's say, for example, he does actually go home to America after he's been in prison. What the fuck is he going to do? It's not going to be easy for him whatsoever. He's not going to be able to properly live stream because by the time he gets out, everybody will have forgotten about him and no one will give a shit. He can't go to certain places around the world because, you know, he'd probably be banned, and it's just fucking embarrassing. The only thing we can do is just laugh at him because he is a trash human. The entire internet is going to be watching him till the end of time, and they won't let him forget about this. Now, with him going to trial and all, I think there's going to be two paths. One is that he gets sentenced and then we all laugh at him, and then we see X amount of years pop up and that's it, he disappears. But the second one is, which I doubt will happen, if he got a light punishment and just had to pay a fine, you know, that would be it. And from the way it looks, the second part isn't going to happen. So yeah, he's going to trial and he is going to be absolutely railed. So at the moment, he is literally stuck in South Korea with no money or with a very limited income. He may get some stuff off TikTok, but that's literally going to be it. He can't leave the country. He can't get up to his antics at the moment because he is stuck there and the police are watching him. I wholeheartedly think that it would be the worst thing to let him off lightly, considering all the stuff that he's done and what he wanted to do. If he went to another country and tried this, then they're going to look back at what he's done and just throw him in jail. I also think that this would look really bad for South Korea, as Johnny would think that he's completely untouchable and would just go to other countries knowing that no consequences would actually fall upon him. What are they going to do? Absolutely nothing. But again, I mentioned this in my previous video. If he goes to jail for even a year, he will lose part of his life, and that's something you do not want. You're not getting back that X amount of time. Just imagine being locked up. You're young, you want to go out and explore, you want to go do stuff, but you're actually in a prison that is not even your home country, and yet being in a South Korean prison could be one of the worst. Who knows what would happen, but I generally think that he would find out very, very soon, and that is not a joke. With the way he is and how he's online, then all of that would go away. No tech, no internet, nothing. He would literally be bored and he couldn't do anything bar probably doing some community service. I know that Legal Mindset has talked about there are like multiple paths that you can do to work. So he's going to be a cabbage farmer, which I generally think that would be really fucking funny because that's all he'd be good for. But the fact is that, you know that Johnny grew up on the internet. So taking all that away would literally be torture for him as well, because he's not going to have access to the internet. No Twitter, no Rumble, no Twitch, nothing. All of that is completely gone, and he won't have Discord, so he can't even talk to his friends. He'll be completely cut off, and that will also drive him absolutely crazy, which I'm all here for. So fucking please do that. More stuff keeps coming out all the time. It's so hard to kind of keep up with the story. But Dexterto actually reported on this with an article saying that he's facing charges of violating anti-terrorism laws after South Korean bomb scare. But the main takeaway parts are all from Legal Mindset, saying Johnny Somali violating both the Railway Act and anti-terrorism laws in this deleted video that has now been exposed. This is the clip that we're going to look at.
나에겐 폭탄이 있다. 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 나에겐 폭탄이 있다.
Sorry.
나에겐 폭탄이 있다.
I'm sorry.
나에겐 폭탄이
We got,
있다.
what does it
나에겐
even say?
폭탄이
Oh, I
있다.
don't know. What?
나에겐 폭탄이 있다.
Guys, there's kids right here,
나에겐
bro.
폭탄이 있다.
Guys. Let's just go. Sorry, brother. Oda Nobunaga. No, Oda Nobunaga. Oh my God. Everyone's looking at me.
Imagine you've had a long day, you've been traveling, you've been in work, you've been doing stuff, you've just had that long day, and you hear from some dickhead's phone that they have a bomb. But what are you going to do after you hear that? You're just going to be like, oh, for fuck's sake, constantly. But after Johnny gets off the train, the North Korean anthem kicks in, And obviously that is not allowed, and I think that is against the law in South Korea. It's just so fucked up. And the fact you just hear Johnny always going like, dude, bro, what are you doing? It's the worst thing in the world. I generally think that Johnny needs to be locked up for what he's doing. He's got so many different charges on him that I want to make more and more videos. He's a horrible, vile piece of shit that needs to be humbled a lot more. He's been beaten up, he's been jumped, he's had other things happen to him. He thinks it's all content, but he's a little pussy bitch that needs a few years in jail. And I hope to high heavens that it actually happens. I hope he has a horrible, horrible time there. He is a fucking dickhead. Anyway, what are your thoughts on this? What do you think's going to happen to him? Let me know down below in the comments. Also, I'm trying to get to 500 subscribers by the end of the year. Please, let's make this happen. Anyway, I'm going to leave it there. Thank you very much for listening and watching. Like and subscribe, and I'll catch you in the next video.